She was one of history's most infamous noblewomen, known as the Bl0od Countess. Accused of unimaginable horrors, Erzsébet Báthory's name became synonymous with cruelty, vampirism, and legend. But what is the truth behind the myths? Today we'll uncover 5 chilling facts about Erzsébet Báthory. Thank you to Juan Ramirez WK80 for this awesome suggestion. Born in 1560 in near Bátor, Hungary, Erzsébet Báthory was part of the influential Báthory family, one of the most powerful noble dynasties in Central Europe. Her relatives included Stephen Báthory, the King of Poland and Grand Duke of Lithuania, as well as numerous princes and military leaders. At just 11 years old, she was betrothed to Ferenc Nadasdy, another powerful noble, and they married when she was 15. As a wedding gift, Nadasdy gave Erzsébet Castle, now in modern-day Slovakia, which would later become infamous as the site of her alleged crimes. While her husband was frequently away at war, fighting against the Ottoman Empire, Erzsébet managed the vast Nadasdy estates, overseeing thousands of servants, peasants and soldiers. This level of independence was almost unheard of for a woman in her time, making her one of the most powerful noblewomen in Hungary. One of the most famous and gruesome legends about Erzsébet Báthory claims that she bathed in the blood of virgins to maintain her youth. However, there is no historical evidence to support this. The first recorded mention of this bloodbath story did not appear until more than 100 years after her death in the writings of Jesuit priest László Töröcsi in 1729. Earlier records, including the original 1611 testimonies and court documents, make no mention of her bathing in blood. Instead, the accusations describe physical abuse and murder, but not ritualistic blood consumption. Historians believe this myth likely developed over time due to folklore and exaggeration by later writers, association with vampirism, especially in Hungarian and Transylvanian legends, and the image of Erzsébet as a vain and cruel noblewoman, which made the story more sensational. While Báthory's crimes were horrifying, the idea of her bathing in blood is more fiction than fact. Fact number 3. She was arrested but never put on trial. In 1610, Erzsébet Báthory was arrested after an investigation led by Count György Thurzó, the Palatine of Hungary. Reports claim that Thurzó and his men stormed Széchenyi Castle and discovered evidence of torture, as well as dead or dying victims. Despite these shocking allegations, Erzsébet was never given a formal trial. Instead, King Matthias II of Hungary and Thurzó decided to place her under permanent house arrest. This was unusual for an accused serial killer, but there were likely political reasons behind this decision. First, Báthory was a noblewoman, and putting her on trial could have exposed the involvement of other powerful aristocrats. Second, King Matthias owed Erzsébet's family a large debt, and arresting her might have allowed him to avoid repaying it. Lastly, a public trial could have damaged Hungary's noble class, so Thurzó and other officials chose to handle the matter discreetly. Instead of a trial, Erzsébet was sealed inside her own castle, where she remained until her death in 1614. Fact number 4. Witnesses were likely forced to testify against her. During the investigation, over 300 witnesses provided testimonies against Erzsébet Báthory. However, many of these testimonies were inconsistent and may have been obtained under duress or torture. Among the witnesses, some were former servants who may have been pressured to testify to save themselves. Some were local villagers who had only heard rumours rather than seen any crimes firsthand. Several servants were executed, suggesting they were used as scapegoats. Although some testimonies described seeing victims' bodies covered in wounds, burns, and signs of abuse, others were vague or based on second-hand accounts. Adding to the mystery, some historians believe the accusations were politically motivated. Since Báthory was an independent, wealthy widow with vast land holdings, her enemies, especially Georgi III, may have used these accusations to seize her wealth and eliminate her influence. Fact number 5. The real death toll is unknown. The exact number of Báthory's victims remains a mystery. Official court records mention around 80 victims, though only about 30 were verified with some evidence. One of her servants, Susanna Sentes, allegedly claimed that Báthory had a black book, listing 650 victims, but this book was never found. Some modern historians believe the number may have been exaggerated for dramatic effect. While it is clear that young women died at Sage Castle, whether the number was closer to 30 or 600 remains uncertain. Some historians argue that given her high social status, it would have been difficult for her to kill on such a large scale without attracting earlier attention. Even though her death toll is debated, her case remains one of history's most infamous serial killer accusations. Erzsébet Báthory remains one of history's most mysterious figures. Was she truly a sadistic killer, or was she the victim of a politically motivated conspiracy? While we may never know the full truth, her legacy continues to haunt history as one of the most terrifying noble women to ever walk the earth. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history's dark side, make sure to like, subscribe, and join me for more eerie facts and forgotten tales. Until next time, stay curious.